Welcome to video lecture series on computer networks. Today we are going to start our last module, that is module 6. So before going to module 6, let's see what we learned in other modules. In module 1, we discussed about the basics of computer networks, then ISO OSI bar reference model and TCP bar IP reference model. Then module 2, just very lengthy, we learned about data link layer. And in modules 3, 4 and 5, we discussed about network layer, routing, congestion and the protocols. Then 6th module and the last module, we are learning about transport layer and application layer. So where does all this layer comes? In the first module, we learned two reference model. One is OSI reference model, ISO OSI reference model, that is given in the left end. We have 7 layers starting from physical layer to application layer, and we learned about another model called TCP bar IP reference model. This is a very interesting picture. Here in every layer the protocols are written, so it is easy for you to remember the protocols and the corresponding layers. That's why I am including here. So in the data link layer, we learnt about Ethernet, token ring, token bus, etc. Frame relay, ATM. ATM we didn't learn, but these are all some data link layer protocols. Then in network layer, we learned about ARP, RARP, IP, ICMP, IGMP. It is written here in network layer. Now in this layer, that is transport layer. Transport layer we are going to discuss in module 6. We are learning about transmission control protocol and user datagram protocol. And finally, these are the application layer protocol. So learn this picture, we will get an idea about the different protocols and the layer in which it comes. So module 6 syllabus as per Kerala Technological University. First part is about transport layer protocol, TCP and UDP. Second part is about application layer protocols, and these are very familiar for all of us. We will discuss in detail about all those protocols here. So what is transport layer? What are the functions of transport layer? So the ultimate goal of the transport layer is to provide an efficient, reliable and cost-effective services to the upper layer. Upper layer is the application layer. The hardware part or software part that lies between within the transport layer that does this duty is called a transport entity. And it is providing two types of services. One is connection oriented service and the other one is connectionless service. An example for connection oriented service is client server computing. For example, we are transferring a certain amount of money from our account to another account. It requires a client server communication. So for that we require a reliable connection oriented service. And the second one is connectionless service. For example, streaming media. If you are watching a video from a YouTube, we can use a connectionless service. Now services provided to the upper layers. Every layer is providing a set of services to the upper layers. So above the transport layer is the application layer. So below it is the network layer. Network layer, when it communicates with the transport layer, we have a network address here. And the transport entity, when it communicates with the application layer, we have a transport address. We are familiar with this network address, that is IP address, but this transport address we are learning in this module only. And the transport layer is providing an end-to-end communication between host 1 and host 2. From transport layer only we are providing the services they are providing us end-to-end one. And the unit of data that is transferred here is called transport packet data unit. So this is how the network, transport and application layers are arranged in the reference model. Now coming to transport service primitives. These are certain functions that are required for establishing connection between host 1 and host 2 and for transferring data between a client and server, that is host 1 and host 2. So what are the functions of transport layer? Normally networks are not error free, and it is the duty of the transport layer to provide a reliable and error free services on the top of an unreliable network layer. Okay, unreliable network layer. Network layer is generally unreliable, and it is the duty of the transport layer to provide the reliability. So for that, what are the primitives? Primitives means what are the functions we are using for a simple transport service. Listen. Listen means it is from the server side. A server wait for a connect request from a client. So until a client requests a connect request, the server will listen. So during listen, none of the packet is sent between client and server. So it is written none here. And the process on the server side block until some client process tries to connect to the server. Okay, then connect. It is a request from me from a client side to a server's. Okay, it is for attempting to establish a connection. Now send. Send means we are sending some data from client side to the server. So the packet send is data. Earlier it was connection request. Send some information. Then receive. Okay, and once it is about to send, the process at the other end will block until the data packet arrives. The block until a data packet arrives. Now upon completion of transferring data between client and server, disconnect. It is a disconnection request. So one side, from client side, we want to release the connection. So these are the transport service primitives that are required for establishing a connection between client and server and transferring data. Now when an application layer sends some data to another host, that is host 2, the application layer data, okay, it is packed in a transport packet data unit. This is the transport layer data and this is the transport layer header. Okay, it is packed. When it comes to network layer, it is packed to a network layer packet, network layer, and this is the corresponding network layer header. And coming to the layer below it, data link layer, it is packed in a frame. Now it has a frame header. So when it comes to frame, this is the real payload of the frame, and when it comes to a network packet, starting from here is the packet payload.